Aaron Rodgers is ready to lead the Green Bay Packers to a memorable 2018 season. After spending half of the year on injured reserve due to a broken collarbone, Rodgers is healthy and he's ready to make a Super Bowl run, which is one of his many goals. Another goal Rodgers has is something that is likely to happen, but he also knows how possible it could not come true. Former two-time MVP winner attended the Wisconsin High School Sports Awards last week and he talked about staying in Green Bay for the rest of his career. Rodgers said his goal is for the Packers have no choice but to keep him around until he calls it a career. As you've seen here, recently with Jordy Nelson, Rodgers said when talking about longtime Packers who don't end their careers in Green Bay via Aaron Nagler of PackersNews.com. But even if you go back a few years, whether it's Julius Peppers or A.J. Hawk or John Kuhn or Brett Favre, the fairy tale ending of starting a career and ending in the same organization rarely happens. So my goal is to be indispensable to this organization into my 40s. Green Bay Packers news never stops, even in the off-season. Stay up to date with everything. Take 5 seconds to sign up for our free Packers newsletter now. Rodgers will turn 35 in December and he's on the verge of signing a big contract extension. If he does sign this offseason, it will likely be a 5-year deal which will put him in his 40s once the contract is up. Rodgers has stated he wanted to play well into his 40s, but one of the other things he mentioned is it's very possible for him not to finish his career with the Packers. I think you have to be humble enough to realize if it could happen to Brett Favre, it can happen to you, Rodgers said back in February. The Favre situation was unique in the sense he was planning to retire but he decided to return. The Packers made it clear Rodgers is the new starting QB, which led to Favre being traded to the New York Jets. As for the other players Rodgers mentioned, they made a name for themselves during their time with the Packers, but the team decided to move on from them. They could do the same with Rodgers, but because he has meant so much to the organization and the quarterback position is very valuable, the odds of Rodgers leaving the Packers is not very great. Even with Rodgers injuring his collarbone last season, he was able to put up some solid numbers, recording 16 touchdowns, 6 interceptions and a passer rating of 97.2. Before the injury, Rodgers led the Packers to a 4-1 record with the only loss coming against the Atlanta Falcons. Once Rodgers went down, Brett Hundley took over and led to the Packers finishing with a 7-9 record, their first losing season since 2008.